of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He comes in 4th in the league in passing this year. It's the Eagles and the Giants under the lights on Thursday night.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. Got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go here on a Thursday night. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
To throw on second down is Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Again, Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Quick throw on the RPO to Goddard. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board. Now it is 1st and goal. Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley, and he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Still second down.
We'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll run, and he will score. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Giants nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
A carry here for Tracy. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
A gain of 12 on the play. It's now 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll try to run for it. And Wilson's been doing this a long time. He knows the drill, slides to avoid the contact, and picks up the first down. That'll be a first down, a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 6. on the ground. Here's Tracy. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no...
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Hurts going to hold on to this one. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes. On the give, it's Tracy. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, here's Wilson. He's got his tight end, that's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Giants.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Oh, yeah. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He runs with it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 14 yards. First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Dotson, the man in motion. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. To throw is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll run with Barkley. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They go play action with Wilson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Man in motion is Smith. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's able to give him a little breathing room. He's got a 1st down up past the 15-yard line. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He's going to run it. And Wilson's been doing this a long time. He knows the drill, slides to avoid the contact, and picks up the 1st down.
That's another New York Giants.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Robinson. 17 yards that time to number 17.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around. If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Backed up to his own goal line. Hurts. Open man. Devontae Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Later in the afternoon, a lot of the country will be watching the game at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it'll be the Packers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here
First
at the break,
half played out
but I wouldn't call this one over just yet.
We'll see
I think there
if
could
there's
still
a
be some
surprise coming up.
fireworks yet to come.
Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
Brought down by Nolan Smith. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Now Russ. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they do not cut into the deficit.
At this point, Mike, you have to ask, I mean, what else could go wrong for this group? I mean, they're just trying to get something going, get some points on the board, and even that doesn't work out.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. Oh, the short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he is as tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play. It is 3rd and 10. Now, Hurts. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And in motion is Brown. A 1st down throw for Hurts. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Here now, 3rd and 5. Hurts working in the pistol. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll run the toss to Barkley. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. That's on the former All-Pro Lane Johnson. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That's caught. It's Will Shipley.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
At the 28-yard line.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. A carry here for Tracy. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move them further back. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. A pass complete there to Smith. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goedert. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Hurts gonna hand this one to Shipley, and it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson.
Complete to Jahan Dotson. Again a 7th and an Eagle 1st down.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. This one complete to Bryant. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run with Barkley. He is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. To the outside, complete to Johnson. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's good for a Giants first down.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. On the give, it's Tracy. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Giants.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Wilson to throw. A short one there to Bellinger. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
At the 7-yard line.
A run on 1st and goal. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Wilson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Wilson will throw again. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. And it would appear they're about to go 6-0. Trying to kill some clock to get out of here with that win. This drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping. The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Wilson. Now a screen set up for Tracy. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
A loss of 1.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Now Russ. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
That's good for the New York Giants.
Slayton is the man in motion. They'll run with Tracy. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
Out of the gun, here's Russ. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And he's got the first down. Well done there as they pick up a 4th and 5. Wilson. Inside the 10, it is caught.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Again, Wilson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now it's Wilson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession as they try to finish things off here in the 4th, and that current 5-game win streak looks like it's about to become 6. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down. On the handoff, it's Shipley. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.